going to take a closer look tonight at the skyrocketing price of a college education. It is a problem at schools across the country, including public universities. 80% of all college students attend public colleges. Next year, the cost of attending those schools is expected to increase an average of 12.5%. That's making it tougher on students to stay in school. ABC's Barbara Pinto has more.
Kyle Roberts never expected to spend his summer like this, working behind the wheel for Omaha's traffic department by day, behind a cash register by night. But that is what it will take to pay for his senior year at the University of Nebraska.
It just seems like every year you just get hit harder and harder.
Tuition will increase another 15% this fall, a total of 56% since Kyle's freshman year. The reason? Budget cuts at the university brought on by the state's own fiscal crisis.
We've had to reduce and reduce and reduce.
University President Dennis Smith has had to cut programs, services, and 450 faculty and staff. Still, the tuition hike is necessary.
This is the worst time I've seen in my 35 years in public higher education.
The situation in Nebraska is not unique. At the University of Arizona, students face a 40% tuition increase this fall, 20% at the University of Virginia, and an expected 27% hike at the University of California, all due to state budget cuts.
Because there are alternative sources of funding, primarily tuition, it tends to be a more vulnerable area of a state budget.
The cuts come at the worst possible time. The sagging economy means more students choose less expensive state schools, putting even more strain on shrinking university budgets. Too many students and too few classes are already causing problems.
It's delayed my graduation. I was hoping to graduate in May, and now I'm not going to graduate until December.
And more tuition means more debt.
That's what bothers me the most about it, is just taking out more student loans. And right now, once you graduate, you're not necessarily guaranteed a good job where you can pay that back.
I think ultimately a lot of students are going to reach the point where they simply decide it isn't worth it.
Or worse yet, cannot afford it at all. Barbara Pinto, ABC News, Lincoln, Nebraska.